He is gone.
Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Today we're treated to an entertaining preseason contest between the Miami Dolphins.
I already made my cuts. I'm down to 53 men already. Can't be out here wasting no time, baby.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off in Detroit. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
That's that boy Scatbo.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Let's go. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Yeah, man, I was looking for him. I was like, damn, somebody already got him.
This league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Buying some time left. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Oh, you already know it.
Goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down Detroit.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
Oh, Darnell Washington.
Even when he's not open, he's still that physicality, his ability to just
Oh, yeah.
They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, you got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on first. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped by Sean Robinson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 40 on second down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He's looking for his back, Jahmyr Gibbs there. And now they're going to face third down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense. And how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Milrow to throw on fourth. Milrow is caught by the back. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with Achane. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Dumps it off to Achane. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's a gain of 8.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying for it, it's Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. On first down, it's Gibbs. Escapes a defender. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. And they are passing on the field goal attempt. They're going for this on 4th down. Trying for it with Milroe. And complete to St. Brown. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey.
And the give, here's Judkins. And he'll get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get the game's first points here in the second. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fox now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Making some progress here. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down, here's Tua. Finds his back, Achane. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Speaks to this guy's talent is just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Second down carry for Achan. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn around. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 16. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Dolphins looking at a 4th and 5. Sanders sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
When you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. That's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved the touchdown more.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate. An offensive coordinator taking out. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Second down, only works out for a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Company Rangers.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He keeps this one himself. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just to show up the QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Maxwell Hairston picks it up. And the Dolphins make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Flush down now to it, and he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Hey, we'll take what we can get, man.
Time now for guys to make their case for roster spots as our second half is underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First throw for the backup now. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I'm not going to live here with CTE.
Get him for at least a minute there with space to add after that. Picked up a good jump. Really good plays.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Somebody got to leave here with CTE.
Right, running out of the gun. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Having been in enough rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
From the shotgun, Ewers. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running is Martinez. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now run with Martinez. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I need to throw and put on carpet one time.
Right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. And he's got it. It's in close. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Press all 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll go play action for Sanders. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Getting on that shot, he's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's a gain of 5. That brings up second down.
5-yard gain brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
15 yards.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to
First
work.
and 10 at the 26-yard line.
70. Mustang 19. Go.
On first down, here's Sanders. As his target, it's John Wilson. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, Judkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Escapes the pocket. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the upright. The Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 14. Dolphins 10.
Fox now to kick this one away.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. There's a give for Wright. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. They just get the play off. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Yours now to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he let his man too much there, bro. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Cage, a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
What is going on here? He doesn't let this one go into the end zone. He's going to return it from the goal line. All right. With a gun, here's Sanders. Oh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally, you just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Sanders setting the pass. That's caught for the first. A lot of mess on the move here. And he gets this down near the 30.
They're just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Hauled in left side. Jukes one defender. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Another Detroit Lions first down.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
This is a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Takes that one stop. He doesn't slow down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 34.
No!
Can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason.
We ain't come this far.
Best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. There was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
God damn.
Incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Look at the ball back, Ty.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Let me talk to you.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. Still fighting forward. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. He went from the gun with Wright. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown.
That ain't enough time for me.
One is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3.
Got no time with them, man. Oh, Lord. Come on, Scabbo.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Here's Sanders now. Bails out of the pocket quick. This kid decides.
I hit the wrong button. Got it.
That's Teddy Buchanan. And the Dolphins take the 30 after the interception.
Hey, listen, when you're
That's on
running
me.
down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones.
Yeah, for you.
There trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who could have
First guy he met. No gain.
Let me talk to you. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
What came at the perfect time.
2nd and 10 now. This one to Williams out left side. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I was going to get that tight end. You goddamn went and got him. Nah, what's his name? Arroyo? God damn. Hey, Trav. Trav, if you watching, I need to make a deal with you, man. Bro, he's strong, though. All yours.
Once a play breaks down, you're just looking for just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him.
Throw me the ball. That's the game plan. Throw me the ball.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. Dumped off to his running back.
Me.
The Dolphins pick it off and get points on ensuing line. Jalen right with the touchdown.
I like my schedule. I ain't got no user games.
Extra point set into the middle.
The only person I didn't play is Sam. And you. Now I'm trying out this Ravens playbook. I think I'm just gonna go do one out of me.
Interception last time doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Now he takes it.
I wasn't trying to run out there with him.
There was nothing to be had.
He did.
What's earned him status because the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? Those dependable hands. So shots to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time. That's one thing for these teams. They get to
Damn.
forcing the sack, and that's your just about for a low.
Grant.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, says you got to go for it. You're 4 down.
That's always throwing the ball.
Scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way spark a comeback?
Oh, Williams. I'm gonna go Brian Kelly. I need me a backup center. Work.
Here's Martinez.
God damn.
He's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too.
We got some work to do.
Time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score,
get out of here.
no matter what the game situation is, and they've used every last